Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So students, welcome back to our science revision classes, and once again this is Archana, your science teacher. Students, in this video we revise our block 5, that is grouping objects. In this block we discuss about materials and objects and properties and grouping. Then we discuss about the importance of grouping and more ways of grouping. Clear? After that we discuss our practice questions. So first of all we talk about materials and objects. As you know that all the things which we see around us, they all are made from materials. हर एक चीज मटेरियल से बनी हुई है and different materials have different properties. For example, iron is strong, so we use it to make nails, and wood can be easily carved, so we use it to make pencil as it need to be sharpened. Clear? And people short objects to make work easier and faster. We can find books in our school library easily as they are sorted and grouped. हम grouping इसलिए करते हैं ताकि हम चीजों को easily find out कर सकें. Understand? So we talk about properties and grouping. As you all know that objects can be grouped according to similarities and differences in their properties. Clear? So there are many ways of grouping or classifying objects. Objects can be grouped according to their size, shape, color, texture and smell. They can also be grouped based on the whether they are natural or man-made, living or non-living, edible or non-edible. Edible का मतलब है जिनको आप खा सकते हो, non-edible means जिनको आप नहीं खा सकते हो. Clear? So first of all we talk about the properties luster, hardness and texture. Luster का मतलब होता है कि how an object reflects light, किस तरीके से वो लाइट को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. Many metals are highly reflective of light and some are low refractive. Clear? So objects made from metals such as jewelry, foils, statues and coins, they are said to be highly lustrous. Objects made from wood, paper and plastics, they have dull luster since they do not reflect light as well. Clear? And some objects are very hard and dense while others are soft and less dense. For example, अगर स्पंज की बात करते हो वो सॉफ्ट होता है, रबर बैंड्स हैं, सिल्क क्लोथ्स, सॉफ्ट टॉयज, दे कैन चेंज देयर शेप व्हेन वी अप्लाई प्रेशर ऑन देम. स्पंज को जब आप प्रेशर अप्लाई करते हो तो वो भी उसकी शेप चेंज हो जाती है. Objects such as stones, iron nails, wood tables, diamonds and cooking utensils, they do not change their shape when we apply pressure to them. Clear? टेक्सचर के अकॉर्डिंग भी हम ग्रुपिंग कर सकते हैं. कुछ सॉफ्ट होते हैं, कुछ रफ होते हैं. जैसे सैंड पेपर की बात करो तो रफ होता है, जूट रफ होता है. क्लियर? कुछ सॉफ्ट होते हैं बहुत ज्यादा. सिल्क टाइल्स, ग्रेनाइट, काउंटर टॉप्स, रोज पेटल्स, एप्पल्स एंड स्टील प्लेट्स, दे आर एग्जांपल्स ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट व्हिच हैव स्मूथ टेक्सचर. क्लियर? सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ टेक्सचर ऑल्सो वी कैन हार्डनेस, टेक्सचर एंड लस्टर वी कैन ऑल्सो क्लासिफाई ऑब्जेक्ट्स. नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट ट्रांसपेरेंसी. ट्रांसपेरेंसी का मतलब होता है कितनी उसके अंदर से लाइट पास आउट होती है. क्लियर? ट्रांसपेरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स कौन से होते हैं? ये वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं विच अलाउ द लाइट टू पास थ्रू हीट. ट्रांसलूसेंट विच अलाउ सम लाइट टू, कुछ लाइट इसमें से पास हो जाती है. लेकिन ओपैक ऑब्जेक्ट जो होते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल ब्रिक, दे कैन नॉट अलाउ द लाइट टू पास थ्रू हीट. अंडरस्टैंड? सो नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट मोर वेज ऑफ ग्रुपिंग. इट मीन्स कि और भी दूसरे तरीके हैं रेदर देन टेक्सचर, ट्रांसपेरेंसी और बाकी चीजों को छोड़ के. सो दैट इज एबिलिटी टू डिजॉल्व इन वाटर एंड फ्लोट और सिंक इन वाटर. वो कौन से ऑब्जेक्ट हैं जो फ्लोट कर सकते हैं? कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट ऐसे होते हैं जो पानी में फ्लोट करते हैं, कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट ऐसे होते हैं जो सिंक हो जाते हैं. क्लियर? फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑब्जेक्ट मेड फ्रॉम वुड, ग्लास, सीमेंट एंड प्लास्टिक, दे आर इनसॉल्युबल. वो पानी में सॉल्युबल नहीं है, डिजॉल्व नहीं होते हैं. क्लियर? एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट सॉल्ट, शुगर एंड सम स्पाइसेस, डिटर्जेंट, लेमन जूस, ऑरेंज जूस, ये सब पानी में डिजॉल्व होते हैं. सो वी कैन से दैट सब सब्सटेंसेस आर सेड टू बी सॉल्युबल. क्लियर? नाउ मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी. मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी का मतलब है कि जो ऑब्जेक्ट मैग्नेट से अट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं उनके अंदर मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी. इट मीन्स हम उनको क्लासिफाई अलग तरीके से करेंगे, अलग ग्रुप बना देंगे. जो ऑब्जेक्ट मैग्नेट से अट्रैक्ट नहीं होते हैं तो उनको अलग ग्रुप में रखेंगे. क्लियर? फॉर एग्जाम्पल वुडन पेंसिल, दे आर नॉट अट्रैक्टेड बाय मैग्नेट, सो दे आर नॉन मैग्नेटिक. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इज एबिलिटी टू पास हीट एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. If an object allow the electricity to pass through it, it is known as conductor. अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट अपने अंदर से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास नहीं होने देता, then it is insulator. Clear? For example, plastic, wood and glass, they do not allow heat and electricity to pass through it, so insulators हैं. Now we talk about the importance of grouping. As I said that grouping बहुत ज्यादा important है कि जिससे आप easily चीजों को find कर सको. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइब्रेरी में देख रहे हो, सीन द पिक्चर फिगर नंबर 9 विच इज गिवन इन योर कंटेंट बुक ऑन पेज नंबर 41. दिस इज अ लाइब्रेरी सीन एंड यहाँ पे देखो जो बुक्स है वो इजीली ग्रुपिंग की हुई है. तो आप इजीली जिस क्लास की चाहिए, जो आपके जो भी स्टडी करनी है, आप उसको इजीली यहाँ से ले सकते हो. सो इट इज ग्रुपिंग इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वे as it save our energy, it save our time. Clear? And we can find easily our things. Clear? So students, now we discuss our PQs. So the first question, you have to write that tents are usually made from dash. So the right answer is cloth. Cloth. Okay. And the next, in this you have to, there is a table और आपको इसमें classification करना है. Tick the materials from which the following objects can be made. For example, bed is made from plastic, metal and wood. Clear? Shirt is made from cotton. Plate is made from plastic, paper, metal and wood. Wall is made from cement, plastic, metal and wood. Statue is also made from cement, plastic, metal and wood. Clear? And the third question, list any two objects that can be made from the following materials. So answer is glass is made from tumbler and window pane. B is rubber is made from tires, rubber band. Silk is made from sari and bed cover. And steel is made from bridges and cars. Clear? So now in fourth question, you have to write the text should describe the dash of an object. So the right answer is B, that is feel. Clear? And the fifth question, state the difference between transparent, translucent and opaque object. Provide two examples for each. So as I told you, the transparent objects which allow the light to pass through them. For example, glass window and plastic jars. Translucent object, they allow only some light to pass through them. For example, dusty air, plastic ruler. And opaque object, they do not allow light to pass through it. Clear? For example, wall, wooden door. You can give any examples. Understand? And in the sixth question, state three examples from daily life where you need to use objects made from hard, dense material. What would happen if a soft, less dense material was used instead? So the answer is, you have to give three examples from daily life. For example, tabletops, bucket, bicycle, seat. Clear? And if soft objects were used instead of these, they would change their shape when pressure would be applied on them and it would become difficult to use. Clear? Difficulty होगी अगर हम उसके materials change कर देंगे तो. And the seventh question, which of the following will float in water? So the right answer is D, which is cooking oil. Clear? And in the eighth question, describe an experiment to show how you can group objects based on their magnetic property. So we take the objects one by one and bring a magnet near them. आप objects को जैसे ही magnet के सामने रखोगे, if the object that get attracted by magnet are said to be magnetic, while the ones that do not get attracted by magnet, they are said to be non-magnetic. जो magnet के से attract होंगे वो magnetic है, जो नहीं होंगे वो non-magnetic है. Clear? And in the ninth question, when sugar is added to water, it seems to disappear. However, when sand is added to water, it is still visible. Why? So sugar is soluble in water while sand is not. That's why sand is still visible when added to water. And the last question, you have to write that why should we wear slipper shoes with rubber soles while switching on or off electrical switches? So the right answer is rubber do not allow electricity to pass through it. It means rubber is an insulator. So the chances of us getting an electric shock while touching a switch are reduced when we wear rubber slippers. So students, this is all about of this topic. I hope you all are understand. Thank you and have a nice day.